paradise won't change your mind. Can't shape the lights. I'll take the chance and roll the dice.
Hello everyone and welcome back. We just finished the luau, so it's time for Maui, who is a great warrior. You have appeased the object of our terror and the frog. In thanks, I say only, Kwaku, our mystic chieftain, can divine the location of the missing idol. Shaboom, shaboom. Alas, Kwaku is dead. Well, that's unfortunate. His remains rest on the bottom of the sea. So you picked me up with Bub. Where are you taking me? I did not approve of this. Saudi 5% luau loot to get the next section. All right, let's. Oh God, these jump mechanics while swimming. That's. Although the animation for the jumping is something else entirely. Oh, that's gonna blow up. I hit it too many times. Yeah. The animation when he comes down is just something else. Like, I am... Oh, I can... Oh, that's cool. I no longer have any issues with this particular water stage. Like, this... The ability to control where you move in the water by shooting your gun... That is ingenious. Like, that is super smart on their part. Oh, and the diagonal shots work too. Okay. Yeah. Like, I applaud the design team for that. That, like, that is not something they had to do, but it ended up. Okay, I can't push that. Alright. Alright, so I think what I need to do with this is push it over here, push the mine over here, and I can use it to blow this up, would be my assumption. So let's just give it, yep, okay. And then just a very tiny jump in. I don't trust that fish. I was right to not trust the fish. Okay, so let's try pushing the barrel over. Like, guys, I cannot express how just impressed I am at them for the, like, this whole mechanic. Like, this is a little bit of freaking genius on their part. Like, they did not have to do this. They could have just stuck with like the floaty jump mechanics that you normally find in underwater levels, or even like swimming like a swimming like, you know how Mario Brothers underwater mechanics, that's the good way to put it, where tapping freaking or tapping the jump button repeatedly, just it floats you up and then you slowly sink down, because why wouldn't you sink down? You're underwater. But instead they did this, which is just, and you speed up when you're continually shooting. Like, just the freaking attention to detail and the amount of, like, this could not have been easy to program. In the least. So, oh, I didn't have to go down under that. All right, but. Oh, no. Fish is bad. Fish is bad. Do not approve of fishy. Go away, fishy. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna go kind of around him. And then above him. Or just, we're gonna ignore him, because I apparently don't have to do anything with him, so I'm not going to. But I'm just so amazed that they took the time to program this. Like, it's just, it's such a little thing, and I'm sure it's only used for these series of stages. But it just, I'm just, so impressed. I cannot get, I really cannot get past this, guys. And it's just, once again, my train of thought has completely left the station without me. And there's no catching up to it. I think I was, whatever. So we'll talk about something else. Does not even matter what my train was doing, because he's off in Thomas the Tank Engine land, and we are never ever seeing him again, because really, once you go to Thomas the Tank Engine land, you are as good as lost. So yeah. Nope. All right, so I really need to get on seeing the new DuckTales. I've heard so many good things about it, but I can't really comment too much on the new Duck. Well, okay, so I can comment about the new DuckTales video game. That the remake of that, of the Capcom classic, is just, it was genuinely well done. Like, I recommend picking it up if you haven't gotten it yet. I was talking with Pat. We are probably going to play it on the channel at some point. I don't know what that point is, because our game scheduling is kind of in the air right now for a couple things, just mostly due to timing. Chris has picked up a number of responsibilities and other commitments that are keeping him from being able to commit to too much stuff right now. But he'll probably tell you about that on his own. So I'm not just because I don't know too much about it. But so for those of you who have noticed that there are less. We've gone a little bit with games with Chris hosting not being as prominent lately. That's not, Chris is not going away. He is sticking with us as far as Pat or I am aware, or as far as he has told us. Like, we're not kicking him out. Chris is sticking around. He just has other commitments he needs to deal with right now. So once he's cleared those up a bit, Chris will be back in a more active role. So don't worry about that. So it's right now, Pat and I are we're trying not to commit to too many like super long running games, because really those take a lot of. It's not that, well, clearly if it's a super long running game, it takes a lot of time on its own. But and I'm not meaning to imply that's necessarily a bad thing. Some of our longer running games are some of our most viewed. So obviously, because you guys get just as invested in these games as we do. But we don't like to. The thing is, the time commitment of super long running games means that they don't allow us to is this an ape duck? I think it's an ape duck. Right, so the time commitment of the super long running games make it such that other games that we might want to include can't go there, can't fit in, but it also give me that. Yeah, like they eat up time slots, and we have a limited amount of time that we can play in. So it's a case of, would you guys prefer longer running series, or would you prefer that we invest our time in doing more series, like a wider variety. Because like this series here with Maui Mallard and is going to it's going to run its course, and it'll be done. There's no way that this series is going to run as long as say Darksiders is running, or as long as, or heck, possibly even as long as some of the the Zelda game ran. I have a feeling that it will, depending on how much I am able to keep my skill level from completely falling down. Probably, yeah, I would put it about likely as long as AM2R or something like that. We got, as some of you will see, I don't think by the time this airs, we might have posted it, but we'll see. We've gotten our DS recording working again, so we Super Princess Peach is making a comeback. As of writing right now, we have about 3 or 4 of the new episodes with the new recording system up and running for Super Princess Peach, so that's coming back. It's a lot easier to record DS on the new system than it was before. We're looking at getting a way to record 3DS games. We don't have that completely freaking sorted out yet, but once that is, we'll let you know, because there are a number of 3DS games. Like, the 3DS as a system, it has, like, I never got it when it came out, but as a system, it has just a ton of games on it that if you didn't have one, you just are flabbergasted. Like, I'm amazed at how many games the frickin' system has for being a portal. And I'm not even talking about like shovelware, like Nintendo consoles of that, like of the Wii U, and we're at the end of the level. The Wii U and the Wii suffered from. Like, it suffered from a lot of shovelware, but it did not run into that on the 3DS. Whee! More jumping mechanics. Awesome. So we'd like to do that, mostly because Pat talked about it at one point. Oh, God. Okay, so that last level was, you've learned the basics, now put them into action. So, go Donald, go! And this is where you kind of get oh, that's an instant death wall. All right, let's give it another shot. Yeah, the diagonal controls are not working out in my favor right now. Like, eep, come on. Oh, God, no. Should not, like, 10 or 20 health is not worth a death right now. Sorry about that. Like, I know I kind of got quiet and was concentrating there, but that's unfortunately, I think, for the Flying Duckman At least as long as a death wall is chasing me, that's kind of going to have to be the case. At least until I get the get better at the freaking float controls that we got going on here. Because I'm still amazed at the controls, and I do very much applaud them, but I hate death walls. Like, and that's not even on the program. Like, that's not a fault of the programmer. Like, I totally get why they do those. They do add a go. They add a sense of urgency, which that level kind of needed. But we're on to stage 3. I'm gonna pause real quick, or actually we'll continue next time, and I'll see you. Bye everyone.
Like I'll never die.